I don't really think there needs to be anything said before this. You were doing your job. You were doing what needed to be done. And then, well, you know what happened. You were there. There isn't an audience I'm trying to explain for, so I'm just going to describe what you see when you open your eyes. The room itself is dimly lit. You can see around you there is a ring of candles and this transparent glass box that is giving you a grand total of 6 feet of living space in every direction. All of your clothing items have been removed from you. Everything you own is gone, and the only thing that you still have on your person is your undergarments for... He doesn't need to strip your dignity when there is not going to be much left by the end of this anyways. Now, this is when you've first woken up. And you hear footsteps echoing on the outside of this glass box as a man seemingly chuckles to himself and strides just out of view in the shadows. The only thing about him that you can make out are the telltale violet glow of his eyes. Well, look who's finally awake. Decided to come back to us.
Where am I?
You are in my special little box. I like putting people into boxes. It's kind of my thing. But no, I didn't ask you that question, I don't think. No, I am going to ask you questions. You got to the game quite fast. But first, I wanted to introduce myself. Hi, my name is James N. Ryan. And as he says that, he steps into the light, and you can see on his face this ghoulishly wide smile. As in his right hand, tell me, what was your guild link?
I think it would have been a bookmark made of gold and lined with black steel.
This black steel lined golden bookmark has been crumpled and half crushed as he holds it from its end. And he said, as he's monologuing, "May I have your name?"
No, you may not. I don't know what you think that you are. You shouldn't have that.
Oh, of course. Right. Sorry. Who am... You don't know who you think I am. Well, let me be extremely clear with you. Joan, I know a little more about this than I think many people here would.
No.
You're a little away from home, aren't you?
You can't. We've been so careful. You can't. You don't know what you're saying.
Extremely careful. In fact, I haven't seen many of these. No. The last one I saw was on this tiefling with candles on his horns.
What do you want?
What is it? The one thing I don't really know. Now, you must be so elated to know that I don't know exactly what this is, but I assure you, you will tell me.
Are you blind?
Am I blind? I don't know. Let's see. And as he snaps, I need you to make me a con save as you feel something in the box begin to flood into this glass and choke out your nostrils and your throat as it floods into your skull.
Oh no! That's only a 7.
You fail as you can feel this black mist that begins to just wrap around you, condense into your head, and it is like it's like you're under deep under a pool, and the pressure has built up so much in your skull it starts to hurt, and he casts blindness on you. You can breathe, but you can't see.
No, no,
Breathe.
no, 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 no. No.
I'm
Just
gonna ask you
look.
2 more times. You get one more strike. You can see what happens if you want to make this mistake again. But if you don't want to end up like that friend of yours, oh, defiant till the end, I would highly recommend you listen and do what you're told. I will know if you lie.
Then ask your question again, scary
What
man.
am I holding in my
Ah,
hand?
it's my bookmark, Mr. and Ryan.
Is it so bloody magical? You're reading some really stellar books.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ah,
You would. I imagine that you'd know, considering you found me in your fucking library. Assuming it's yours, that's why I'm here, isn't it?
no, I was actually going to rob it. But, I mean, hey, whenever I sensed the presence of this thing, I hadn't felt it in so long. It's been quite a long time.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I don't think so either. No, I know I don't know what I'm talking about, which is why I was so gracious as to ask you. Now, I could do the whole thing where I continue to drone on, but I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste mine. So, I'm gonna leave. You're gonna be right here, and you get to see all the others. And when I come back, I'm gonna ask that question for my second time. And if you tell me that you don't know, you're really not gonna like what happens next. Understood?
Go rot in the house.
Oh, honey, they wouldn't want me if they could have me. And as he leaves, he kind of snaps his fingers, and from this gloved hand, all of the candles go out, and instead you start to hear shuffling, shifting. Your sight comes back as the spell concentration is dropped, and you see them. The warehouse. His warehouse. All around you, there are mountains of boxes of people, most of which are malnourished, half of which are dead. And they all look at you with this mourning. Some of them look at you with hunger.
No, 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 no. No! And she just clanged against the glass.
As she clangs against the glass, we kind of zoom away from her onto some of the people by her. and then back over. 1 week has passed. How much has she deteriorated?
She already wasn't terribly built or sturdy to begin with. Not underfed, but she's a scholar. I imagine the hours that she spends studying, reading, doing her job in making sure the archive is kept very, very tenuously, tediously, and thoroughly organized. There's probably days where she's forgotten to eat, but not like this. Not like the way that she grips at the sunken place against her ribs and her stomach where her body has started just barely to eat away at itself. Not the way that the eye bags bear under paled eyes, the disheveled hair, the shaking of her limbs and her back as she's left kneeling weakly, placing one hand against the glass over and over again as she tries to recite things that she knows to be true to keep herself sane.
And as you try to recite those things, on this day, you hear footsteps again. And you see him. The man with a single plate, a fork, and a fresh cut of what looks like steak. It seems to have been cooked near raw, but cooked a little bit. It's not visually immediately revolting. And as he sits down, he kind of cuts into it, and you watch as he brings this fork from the food to his lips, and he just says, "Well, how is my little world traveler holding up?"
Why do you ask questions you know the answers to?
Because I really don't. What is the device?
It's not a device. It's a bookmark.
You're right. It's a bookmark. And these people, he snaps, and almost in this brush of arcana, she's pulled outside of the case.
Mhm.
There is these arcane binds kind of wrap around her wrists, connect to a chain that just links around. Oh, he wraps around his fingers, and he drags you along with damn near no effort as he casually strides forward and gestures to what appears to be these very similar looking humans who are just in two opposite cages. And these two, well, one really loved the other, but not more than his work. The other wanted to get back at him because his heart was broken. But in order to do that, he had to make a deal with me. He didn't hold up his end of the bargain. Oh, they forgave each other long ago, but that's not what this is about. You get to choose which one of those two I am going to kill.
My hands were already shaking before I think it's uncontrollable. As her tail is low and I shake my head and take 2 steps back, pulling against the chains.
Oh, I'm sorry. You choose which one, or I kill them both. That sounds a lot more fun. Yeah, let's go with that. Maybe I'll eat one of them in front of you.
No, 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 no.
I'll kill one first. Eat him before I even touch the other. And only whenever he knows it's your fault will I kill him next.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want this. And I'm going to look between the two men, both men.
Both men, left or right.
Can I get a read on what their expressions are as they look at me?
Grief. A mixture between anger and acceptance. They know you have no choice, but it doesn't hurt any less. And as they look at you with this, he does turn back and he says, but this is only a bookmark. I mean, if it wasn't, I'd have much more important things to do than to, cut up a few sacks of meat.
People.
I know.
You know one. You can't be. No, you couldn't be.
My dear, I am
Humans are evil, but
just a man.
No, you're worse.
Maybe I'm better.
Define better, Mr. Ryan.
Faster, stronger, smarter.
That's not the definition. That's not what I asked. Define the word.
Define the word. Superior.
So he's not completely inept. The one on the right.
The one on the right. Okay. And as he says okay, he flicks his wrist and he summons one of your short swords. You get to do it though. I don't like getting blood on my suit. 5'4" human, black and white Victorian suit. Ghoulish smile.
Violet eyes. Is he handing the sword to me?
Mm-hmm.
I take it. I move like a thrall. Are they in boxes?
They are in boxes. Although he flicks his hand and the box that you are approaching starts to melt away.
I don't look him in the eyes as I approach. Not until I'm close enough to be within range.
You hear him whispering and saying, "Hey, it's okay. Listen, maybe if you strike at him, maybe I can run. Maybe I can get help. I'm sorry. I know. Please don't do this." Please.
I'm sorry. I swore an oath, and with one smooth motion, across the chest, through the neck.
And the body lies cold.
But as the follow-through of the blade strikes back, as I flick it down, do you think I could get a drop of blood on his pant leg?
You want to do that?
Joan Arctourus.
Now, what did I tell you?
You said you didn't like getting blood on your suit. It's unwise to show your weaknesses. But you would know that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Why you're going through all of this trouble. So am I killing the other one, or are you going to go torture me again?
No, I think I know exactly what I want from you. Because you're right. Showing your weaknesses is a mistake. Then why do you have that thing hanging around? And he points at your tail. quite a lot of things. Not only gonna get caught, as he begins to walk towards you, he holds out his right hand, and you watch as this gloved hand kind of shifts and twists, and as the candles flicker and die, as the light fades for half a second, you could have sworn he didn't have claws.
But he does now.
But he does now. 3 inches long, talons like razors.
That's no, 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 no.
No,
Don't.
no, don't scream. You wanted this. What did you say?
I'm bracing the short sword between us. Keeping the distance, held blade pointed at him. No.
What did you say? You swore an oath.
Don't we all? All of us have.
Go on, take your best shot.
Why?
Oh, show me how brave you are. Little
It's
warrior.
not just following orders. It's just playing your game.
Yes, and my game either ends by you eventually telling me after I stop playing so nice, or me just picking your brain apart, looking through every single memory you have, torching everything I don't want, and leaving whatever's left in that box. It is a lose-lose for you. So tell me, how much do you want to make this hurt?
I won't tell you. I won't.
I'll pluck it from your skull.
You can't.
Watch me.
You can't.
Make a wisdom save.
As she is keeping this blade pointed between the two of them. It's only an 8. She is not rolling well. She doesn't have her wits about her.
With
That
an
makes that
8, you still feel almost... Have you ever felt your soul before, Joan?
Yes. Yes, I have.
You feel a hand wrap around it, and you cannot move. You are paralyzed. As he then brushes past you and grabs a hold of your tail right at the midsection. One last chance. You can speak.
Don't.
Wrong answer! And as he pulls, you feel your spine almost pull with it. And there is this ripping of skin where the tail meets back as it is not pulled off, but it is yanked halfway off.
And I let out the most agonized scream as one of the pieces that is part of tiefling heritage is torn asunder.
And once again, he holds up this bookmark. But this time he doesn't ask. He's going to cast Detect Thoughts. What are Joan's initial surface thoughts?
Keep the secret. Protect the many. We are the one. The door shall not be found. Keep it safe. Don't tell anyone. No, this is wrong. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Who's
No,
we?
no.
How many of you are there? Let's.
No! Get out of my brain!
As you say, get out of my brain. One question's all it takes. Answer my one question, and I will. He's already moving to push deeper into your skull.
No, 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 over and over and over and over again as she is fighting with every piece of sanity and willpower that she has in her body. At her wit's
Final
end.
roll. Intelligence saving throw.
She can't think. 8 again. 8 again. Why is it always 8 again?
What?
Joan!
What is your intelligence saving throw modifier?
+2.
It would take. No. Even with a natural 20, you would not meet his spell save DC.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And with that, you feel his hand reach into your skull, and your secrets are laid bare. What is the first thing he sees when he goes rooting through memories to try and find them?
He sees a massive room. It is bigger than any stage, than any. What's the word? The big dome performance stadiums. It is deep.
Yeah.
It is wide. The only illumination is this massive spotlight dead in the center that she is brought out into as she looks up every corner of this sloping rows and rows and rows that follow up in this circular wall filled to the brim with tieflings. And there is a staircase at the very center, at the top of which 3 stands, 3 seats, 3 leaders. One wears a mask, one is entirely veiled, the other wearing a mix of cleric's garb and some horrible, wrong conglomeration of fabric. A worn old man, a tender, soft-voiced girl, and an imposing woman. As in her head, he hears the oaths repeat. He feels the way her soul contracts and burns, almost like the outer core is melting. And the bookmark in his hand, the magic falters and bubbles and crackles like it is tearing her apart the moment that that information has been revealed. And she convulses as more and more memories flood in. As he sees doors, he feels the magic open. He can see the portals that burst to life, that melt into reality as these rifts are garnered to other universes, other planes.
And breaking this will kill her, yeah? Having broken this oath?
Yeah.
Good. So, what are her final thoughts as he sifts through everything he can before everything is burned around him, and he lets your body drop to the floor?
I've dedicated my entire life to this. My everything was for this. I made a promise, not just to... I'm sorry.
And as your soul burns away, and your body falls hollow. You open your eyes again, but something feels off. Something feels wrong. You look around, you're completely surrounded by this glass tube and liquid you shouldn't be able to breathe, but works with your lungs. And as this casing raises, you fall to your knees, and you see someone standing in front of you. They have a masquerade mask on. One heart above this red and black plumage, as he says, "Well, I'll be damned, that actually worked. We tried it with the last guy, but well, the boss wasn't expecting that. Come on, get up. You may feel a little different. We weren't able to copy everything down. Welcome back, Joan Arctourus."
What's going
He will
on?
put a hand. The name's Marcus Orvalis. I am James and Ryan's Ace of Hearts, and it is a pleasure to meet you.
Say no. I go to reach out my hand. Has it already been replaced?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You still have that hand for now.
Then yeah, it's shaky. I can barely feel like I can move. Everything is wrong.
As you take this hand, there is, in a flash, a splitting pain by your elbow, and he kind of lowers these bloodied, serrated cards at his side as your hand and the stump by your elbow falls free from your arm, and he just says, "Yeah, that should do. That's what the boss asked for. All right, come on." And he grabs you by the horn and begins to drag you through the doors. You're going to need food. We have a big meeting coming up, and as you turn this corner, you see your body lying down as Ryan stands back and stretches, the clawed hand returning to normal. He turns around, looking over his shoulder with this golden bookmark. A guild link. Remarkable. This could shake things up. Thank you, Marcus. You can set her down now.
No. Marcus, please, you can't do this. I don't know what.
We
fucking
can,
mad on your back was.
and we did.
No.
You're going to be fed whenever I have this thing cooked, but good luck.
You don't-
I'll take good care of you.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. No.
And as you plead over and over, you are kicked into this casing, and the door is locked. However, where his hand has left you, the stub has already begun to heal. Not reform, but heal. And he begins to drag this bloodied arm off. And the last thing the camera sees is Ryan hold up his right hand as this violet magic begins to flood into this guild link. Well.
No.
Let's see what people we can pull out of the woodwork. And he snaps his fingers. And that's where we're going to end this trailer.